and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of United Arsenal. It is a feeling in my bones, and yeah. So we will see. And first of all, happy Diwali to everyone who's tuning in or will be tuning in. And yeah, so let's see how this match turns out for everyone concerned. Everyone concerned. The team news is in, and it's rather unfortunate that the player who you expect to do, wonderful things, and is your cover player is dropped, and yeah, that is exactly what has happened with the Newcastle United. I'll tell you what that is or who that might be, but I'm pretty sure you have already figured that out uh, with the things, and both teams coming off wins in the Carabao Cup against their opponents. Newcastle beating Chelsea, kind of taking revenge, against the North London side, who hopefully my stream is working fine, and hopefully my stream is working fine. And yeah, they kind of took revenge against Chelsea with the 2-0 win. Arsenal on the other hand, beating beating Preston 3-0 with goals from Vaneri and Havertz, and one more player, not Gabriel Jesus. I think it was in the game, and yeah. So that's where we are. The team news I teased you about. Here is the here is the I mean, apologies if there is any issue with the internet or something like that. I mean, hopefully it does work properly. If it doesn't, then my apologies in advance. Let me just uh, so I will be if you are you know so yeah, we will be talking about the stream. Oh, sorry, the team news that is there, and you should be able to see the stream. Sure, the team news right about now. Team news. Let me just check the audio as well, and yeah, hopefully it does work properly. And the team news. I mean, no Sandro Tonali for Newcastle, which is strange, and I mean, rather disappointing from my point of view. Really looking forward to watching. I was really looking forward to watching Sandro Tonali with the other players in the team, but unfortunately, uh, he's on the bench, just on the bench, and yeah, we will we will we will we will be talking about the team news uh, and other stuff as well. But yeah, team news. Nick Pope starts for Newcastle in goal. I mean, no big news there. He's the number one choice keeper, and so he should start in goal. Tino Livramento is at right back. Tino Livramento is at right back, and Dino Livramento and Fabian Scher and Fabian Scher as well as Fabian Scher as well as Dan Burn is at centre half. Lewis Hall, who's probably the best player in the uh, left back position is starting as well in the midfield of I mean it's a bit of a hybrid between Bruno Guimaraes who will play centrally, Sean Longstaff on the right hand side, and Joe Willock and Joe Linton I think will 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 be uh, will be changing interchanging, and then uh, Gordon as well as Isak up top. So I mean a bit of a 4-4-2, 4-3-3, 4-5-1. Not sure how Newcastle United will line up, but that's the 11 that will be taking to the field up against Arsenal. Newcastle, sorry for Arsenal. I mean, David Raya in goal, no questions there. He's the number one choice keeper, and then Thomas Partey is at right back. Ben White, William Saliba, and Gabriel who went off injured in the game against in the game against in the game against in the game against Liverpool, and then we have Timber at left back, and Rice and Marino, formerly of Newcastle. He spent just about a season at Newcastle United before moving to Real Sociedad in Spain, and then the front four of Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, and Havertz. That's the team news as far as Arsenal are concerned. I mean, Ben White is probably the only player that you'd say Ben White and Trossard as well is not in the starting lineup, but uh, I mean, is Trossard on the bench? I don't know. So Trossard is not there. White is on the bench, and sorry, Martin Odegaard and Ben White are, you'd say, two players who you think are first choice players, but I mean it's not a weak lineup by any stretch of the imagination. By any stretch of the imagination for Arsenal. So I'm assuming that I mean Newcastle will have a tough time dealing with the with the Arsenal lineup as it is, and yeah, I mean uh, if the fans at St James's Park can make it tough for Arsenal, then I mean then they could find themselves dealing with a lot of issues. I mean Newcastle will pose uh, uh, difficult and will pose a threat for Arsenal in this game going forward. I mean, last season it was a very heated game. Some, I mean, idiotic Arsenal fans. I mean, they find excuses in almost everything, and yeah, they might still be complaining about what happened last time round. Newcastle beat Arsenal 1-0. I am a Newcastle fan. I have made it abundantly clear in all my in all my streams that I've done, and yeah, so 1-0 win. I mean, the goal was you may call it controversial or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. So it was what it was, it was what it was, and yeah, Newcastle. There was no reason to disallow the goal that was scored by Newcastle. Did ball out? No, there was no proof. Did Joe Linton foul Gabriel? I mean, referee deemed it. He didn't. And then the third one was Joe Linton offside. I mean, and the assistant referee said no, and the lines were drawn, and yeah, so that's where we are. That's where we are with the uh, with the uh, with the with the game, and so um, that's where we are with the game, and Arsenal fans. I mean, as a Newcastle fan, I find it funny that they ended up. I mean, Arsenal were pretty poor in that game as well. They just had one shot off on target. I still remember Martinelli cut in from the left and stung the palms of Nick Pope. I mean, stinging the palms is a is a term that I'm using. I mean, it was a weakish sort of a shot, and that was the only effort that they had. I mean, how Kai Havertz wasn't sent off is is uh, I mean, only Stuart Atwell will know, and only Stuart Atwell will know, and I mean, three Newcastle players, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles, and John Longstaff were booked for the were booked for the foul, and which was I mean, like, it was a late Saturday night game, I think, and I mean, like, to this day I'm still wondering how Kai Havertz wasn't sent off in that game, and yeah, today will be interesting. I mean, Arsenal lost the league by 2 points. If they had won this game, I'm not saying that they would have won the league. Things might have turned out differently. They might have won more matches. They might have beaten Aston Villa. They might have lost more matches. Who knows what might have happened? But I mean, in isolation, if you look at this, and yeah, if you look at this, you would think that Arsenal might have won the league, but I mean, but they didn't. I mean, so I mean, it was one of those matches that they lost, and I mean, they were pretty poor in that game, and yeah, I mean, credit to Arsenal. They beat us. They beat us 4-1 at their place, the Emirates, and yeah, yeah. So I mean, congratulations. You did well at your place, and yeah, disappointed. We lost at where was it? Emirates, and yeah, that was that was what it was, and yeah, what can you do if you do lose, and yeah, so uh, I mean, we move on, and uh, and yeah, will be I mean, will today's game be any more interesting because of that? Maybe, maybe not. But uh, but time will tell how things turn out for all of us and I mean, as a Newcastle fan, I'm not a neutral. Tell you in advance. I'll tell you in advance that and yeah. I'm not a neutral. It will be a nervous game. I mean, if you are from any disposition, Arsenal or Newcastle, and yeah, so both teams, as I hinted in the uh, a little earlier that both teams are coming off a win in the in the in the in the League Cup. Arsenal beating Preston North End, and then they beat Newcastle beat Newcastle beat who did Newcastle beat? Newcastle beat uh, Chelsea. I mean, last weekend Newcastle lost out to Chelsea in a game where we could have easily drawn, but ended up losing because of certain decisions by certain players, which was I mean which was unfortunate. Which was unfortunate from our point of view, and unfortunate from our point of view, and yeah, yeah. So let's see how today goes. I mean, the team will be up. I'm slightly disappointed that Andro Tonali isn't starting for us from minute one. Probably will be coming on at some point in the game, and probably will be coming on at some point in the game. Hopefully will be doing well and won't be required to chase the game. And yeah, the draw for the two for both teams was made as well. Newcastle getting Brentford, and Arsenal getting Crystal Palace at home. So two home draws for both the teams, and for both teams, and yeah, both teams will be looking to make it to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, if they can. And yeah, I mean, the atmosphere, it will certainly have some sort of an effect. I mean, these are the games which I usually, you know, I mean, I I I find it very very difficult to um, watch all the games. I get very nervous. The penalties, especially, I find it extremely hard to watch from a Newcastle point of view. And yeah, so yeah, I mean, I, I'm getting nervous already. It's about 10 minutes to go until the match starts. Until the match starts. Not sure who the referee is. Hopefully, not a referee from from a point of view where he could he could be favoring one team or the other. Hopefully, he calls it right down the middle, and yeah, that's how it will be. I mean, key battles on both sides on both sides of the club. Sorry, on the everywhere you look on the pitch. I mean, Gordon, if he starts up against Timber, that will be a good game, good matchup. I mean, Joe Linton, Willock against Partey, that would be a good pacey build up as well. And yeah, I mean, the front four of Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz, that will cause problems. That will cause problems as well in the uh, in the Newcastle defense. And yeah, so Trossard is starting. I don't know where my mind was when I was thinking that he's probably not starting or not on the bench. So that's a bit of a bit I mean strange my point of view. And yeah, so it'll be interesting how things pan out for the teams in midfield. Mikel Marino, who's back at St James's Park. He spent 12 months at 12 months at St James's Park. I mean, his departure was kind of strange in a way that he was. I mean, we didn't want him to leave, and but he left anyways. And I mean, there was a release clause which meant we couldn't keep him. And yeah, we couldn't keep him. And disappointing it was from Newcastle point of view. And yeah, so yeah, I mean, yeah, what else? It's I mean, I don't expect it to be a game. Arsenal don't usually concede many goals, although over the last few games they conceded two against Leicester, one against Southampton. They conceded two against Liverpool as well. And then, am I missing a game or two in between? And yeah, I think I am. Uh, I think I am. Not sure who they might have played. And before Liverpool. So I mean, Saka. Oh, Bournemouth. They conceded two as well. So in terms of defense, which is usually their strength, they've been missing. They've been letting in a few goals as well. And hopefully, I mean, I don't want them to be keeping a clean sheet. Hopefully, Newcastle and score uh, score a lot of goals today. I mean, I used to like Arsenal, but not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, the kind of games that they play is, I don't think is befitting of an old Arsenal side as they used to be under Arsene Wenger. I mean, like, uh, they've got a defensive midfielder at right back, three centre halves. If Ben White was playing, that would have been another centre half at right back. And as someone said during the week, in the build up to this game, that maybe Arteta wants to win the league playing the Jose Mourinho way. And I mean, playing the Jose Mourinho way. I mean, fair enough if he wants to do that. Fair enough, he wants to do that. But I mean, they are already 5 points behind the leaders, Manchester City, who play later against Bournemouth, and who play later against Bournemouth. And I mean, away, that will be a tricky tie for Man City with all their injuries as well. And yeah, so uh, it's it's uh, it's uh, it's it'll be it'll be tough. And if Arsenal win, they can close the gap down to what, 2 points. Man City would then have a game in hand, which if they won that game, they'd go 5 points clear again. And Liverpool as well, they are what, 4 points ahead of Arsenal, or 3 points, something like that. So Arsenal know that they can't afford to be falling too much behind, falling too much. I mean, too far behind Arsenal, and yeah, they'll be they'll be they'll be they'll be mindful of that. And I mean, Arsenal would want to keep it tight, 1-0, 2 nil or 2-1, or however they want to. They would I mean, first of all, want a win in a game like this. In a game like this, just about 4 minutes to go before the game before the game starts at the home of Newcastle United, that is St James's Park. I mean, stories during the week that uh, I mean, St James's Park. I mean, however long St James's Park holds on to the status of being the being the you know being the home of Newcastle United, remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. It's it's I mean it's it's I mean, it will be an emotional day, but I personally feel that day is not too far off. Anyways, we'll move to the match thing, and I mean, both teams, I'm pretty sure, will be will be out there on the pitch, and will be out there on the pitch and waiting to get this Premier League match week underway. They'll be paying their tribute to all the soldiers who lost their lives in the war. I mean, don't know uh, the exact history, but yeah, you'll see plenty of poppy flowers in the in the in the in the game tonight. And yeah, so I mean, emotional day. Um, I mean, anyways, we'll and window we will be doing a bit of a back and forth with that. And yeah. So I mean, an emotional day in England with everything with everything there. Sean Longstaff starting a minute's silence. So I mean, we can't be silent here. So and and yeah, so uh, very close to the match, very close to the kickoff, and yeah, emotional day every year. It's like that, and yeah. I mean, 2 years ago, Newcastle absolutely thumped Arsenal 2-0, and then next year it was uh, it was Arsenal who got a kind of revenge against Newcastle with a with a 1-0 oh sorry 2-0 win, goal from Odegaard and a Fabian Schär on goal. And yeah, I mean, that might have been the game where Fabian Schär might have been sent off as well. Uh, didn't see who the referee was or is, and Newcastle to get us underway. So we'll we'll be getting ready for the kickoff, which should happen momentarily, and hopefully you can hear me loud and proud. And we have the game underway. Newcastle getting getting us started. Oh, long ball by Fabian Schär, and yeah, almost, but good covering there, and good covering there by good covering there by by, by and is not showing, but I mean, it should And here's Saka up against Danburn. Oh, clearance. Good clearance there. Good clearance there. And yeah, I mean, Arsenal on the attack straight away. Chance to cross. Here's have oh Partey. I mean, up against Saka. I mean, in this is just the minute one, and I mean, a lot of a lot of his I mean, it should be cleared now though. Bruno brings it out. I mean, I mean, Newcastle should be able to clear it from here, and yeah. So hopefully, I mean, Arsenal with the 48% win percentage. Oh, sorry, win probability. I mean, I usually get nervous watching Newcastle, and today it might be especially so. Ball lost and wide, and a goal kick shot from Leandro Trossard, and the ball goes wide, and the ball goes wide, and yeah, the ball goes wide from Leandro Trossard. I mean, Eddie Howe dropping. I mean, what is Nick Pope wearing on his head? I don't know. And I mean, good start by good start by Arsenal. I mean, positive start. There goes Raya, a bit long. Oh, no foul given. Foul by Havertz, I think. I mean, Harvey Barnes on the bench as well. Tino Livramento in a compromising sort of a position, and but he gets out of it. I mean, hopefully the net is is fine, and net is fine and working well. But if it's not, then apologies. Apologies if it's not. I mean, it's all been Arsenal in the opening. What 3 or so minutes? In the opening 3 or so minutes, they've dominated, and it could be really tough for Newcastle if things don't improve, and plenty of long balls, plenty of long balls. Bruno, club captain. Oh, good ball! Chance for us. Oh, Newcastle to hit. Oh, corner to Newcastle. That could have been the chance. That might have been the chance. Damn it. And I mean, Willock could have crossed it to Isak. Willock could have crossed it to Isak. But a corner, I mean, Arsenal are usually dangerous from set pieces. But let's see if we see a good corner. I mean, cleared away pretty easily, if you ask me. Ball lost. Oh, foul. Might be a yellow card. I mean, we can't take decent corners either. That's very very disappointing. But a good ball, and Newcastle were in. Willock could have crossed it to Isak as well earlier, but I mean, it is what it is. Given sixth minute, we are into. Oh, short attempt, but goes out for a goal kick. Let's see. A good ball. Joe Linton. Joe Linton is playing left, that we knew, whether of midfield or in front. I don't know about that, but absolutely pathetic ball from Willock and foul by Sean Longstaff. John Brooks is the referee, and John Brooks is the referee. I mean, Sean Longstaff now has committed two fouls, so I mean, that's an awful header. An awful header by. I mean, Newcastle are losing the ball so quickly. It's Arsenal corner now, and Dan Burn, an awful header, and Fabian Scher with an awful header as well. I mean, it's appalling heading of the ball, and now uh, Arsenal have a corner from which they are so dangerous, from which they are, I mean, ever so dangerous, and yeah, Declan Rice with the corner. I mean, oh, close foul given, and yeah, I mean, oh, good skill by Isak, who plays it. Oh, good covering there by, I mean, an Arsenal midfielder, I think. I mean, Newcastle are pressing, but a foul by Gordon. Gordon has started on the right. Is it another corner to Arsenal? I mean, Arsenal have started the better of the two sides. Newcastle playing much more on the counter, waiting for their moments. And yeah, good ball again. Newcastle defense absent, and here's Saka up against Lewis Hall wide. I mean, where is Newcastle's defense? It's terrible. the central defense. Wide. One long ball down the middle, and Newcastle are left exposed. I mean, oh, here's Isaac in the box. Oh, loses. Good covering there by Timber, I think. But Gordon has won it back. It's Longstaff to Gordon. Cross header 1-0 Newcastle. Alexander Isak scores a brilliant header. Superb header. Raya is beaten. Gordon with the cross. Absolutely brilliant. Newcastle and brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, hopefully, no offside there, and and it's I mean Isak who plays in who plays it to Longstaff, and then a brilliant header, and nothing, absolutely nothing David Raya could do, and absolutely header is planted past, and what a devastating cross that was, and Arsenal have all to do. David Raya, before he could move, he was the ball was past him in the net, and yeah, so brilliant start for Newcastle. We have 1-0 up, and Arsenal have kicked off. So fourth goal for Isak, fourth goal for Isak in the Premier League. Oh, sorry, third in the Premier League, one in the cup, and yeah, one in the cup as well. Has missed a bit of the season because of a toe injury, but now Arsenal have a free kick in a sort of a dangerous area. I mean, all Arsenal players are currently, apart from one, are in offside position. Declan Rice to take the free kick, and yeah, it goes. Here come Arsenal players. Cleared away. Dreadful free kick, if you ask me, and dreadful free kick, if you ask me, and yeah, David Raya in a position, can't afford to lose the ball there, and yeah, I mean, for Arsenal, it would be tough to take for them, with the start that they had made. I mean, they would have. I mean, I mean, yeah. I would say a bit against the run of play, and I mean, Dan Burn, Newcastle not pressing that much. Not the keeper, certainly. Not hurrying him. I mean, Willock is to a certain extent here. I mean, David Raya needed to control that, and oh, foul. That's a foul by Joe Linton. Might take a yellow. Might get a yellow. Doesn't. And foul on Saliba there. Good header by Lewis Hall, although it goes for an Arsenal surely need to score two goals. Gordon pressing Gabriel there as Trossa, Martinelli. Newcastle looking to play on the counter. Still only 17 minutes gone. Newcastle are pressing, but just selectively, I think. Not everyone is. I mean, Arsenal would find it really tough to breach Newcastle if they play this way for the entire 90 minutes, which is not easy to do. Not easy to do, and Martinelli with the pass. Oh, wide from Saka. Oh, Saka from the header, and Arsenal building up. I mean, they know more or less that they need two goals in this game. Nick Pope not. Oh, from as Martinelli up against Livramento. I mean, Bruno clears it, and I mean, maybe a free kick has gone Newcastle's way. Not sure what happened. Or throw in. Bruno celebrating the throw in even, and needs to hurry up. Might get booked otherwise. I mean, he does. I mean, take it in time eventually. Oh, nearly Lewis Hall losing it, but Bruno comes back, and yeah, Newcastle work themselves out of that position. His Longstaff finds Tino Livramento. Gordon on his outside plays him in. Goes on the overlap. Another cross. Oh, Joe Linton. What are you doing? And the ball stays in. And same corner as last year. And I mean, has to go wide, Bruno. I mean, taking his time. Tino Livramento, Bruno, Willock, as Joe Linton. Cross. Oh, headed away by Gabriel. Fabian Scher. Shoot. No, he doesn't. And Arsenal on the back foot now. Good ball by Fabian Scher finds Joe Linton. Bruno. Gordon. Might have deflected. Oh, Willock. But that was a good sustained spell of possession from Newcastle United. Oh, foul. Newcastle 22 minutes in, more or less. Is Marino, former Newcastle player. I mean, is it a free kick? Has a free kick been given? Yeah, probably. Stupid if you ask me from Fabian Scher. Again, Declan Rice on the set piece duties. I mean, once again, Arsenal with their dreadful free kick. Gordon hits the wall. Oh, referee has given it to Newcastle, the throw in. Arsenal wanted to take it quickly. Oh, good ball. Gordon onside. I think. Here he goes up against Timber. Oh, out for a corner. I mean, that was so close. That was so close. Oh, man. That could so easily have been 2-0 to Newcastle. But wasn't. Let's see what this corner brings. Oh, cleared for now. But players in the box should be Reyes. Raya gets it in the end. Oh, good. Good from Martinelli. Here's Thomas Partey. Don't let him shoot. Here's Saka. I mean, all came from that chance came from that awful free kick that Declan Rice took. And here's Saka again. Very little we've seen him where we've seen of Saka, but that was a dangerous situation. That was such a dangerous situation. It could have gone in an own goal by Fabian Schär. It might have been, and but it wasn't. And yeah, I mean, did well there, but whew, corner to Arsenal, corner to Arsenal. John Brooks. So, I mean, so far so good. Another free kick to be taken by Declan Rice. Go corner kick, I mean. Oh, close! Blocked! Blocked! Oh dear, that was so close. Again, Arsenal still have the ball. They've recovered it. Throw into Newcastle. And oh my god, that was so close. So close. Saliba with the header. I mean, hits Thomas Partey. And I mean, then I don't know what the hell was Sean Longstaff doing. And I mean, that would have been close. I mean, it was close already. And man, 14 minutes since Newcastle scored. Oh, that might be a foul or a yellow. And a yellow, I meant. But Bruno has been really good in the first 28 minutes or whatever we have had. Here comes Luis Holz's free kick, cleared. Oh, whistle's gone. No, no, whistle hasn't gone. Cross. Oh man, really thought Newcastle head or foot might be there, but Newcastle pressing, hounding Arsenal in their own half. I mean, City and Liverpool playing later will be cheering every minute. I mean, not sure Pep is that kind of person, but or even if they'll be watching till about 2 hours before. Oh, lost by Bruno. I was so complimentary, but here's Jolinton who comes back. Oh, idiot! Lost by Bruno. I mean, takes too much time and cleared away by Nick Pope. Fabian Scher, not sure what he was doing. Out of pressing by Newcastle. I mean, they are pressing. Half an hour gone. Fairly even, yeah, even in possession. It's Martinelli corner to Arsenal, and these corners have been dangerous. Really been dangerous. Now another deeper gone out for a goal kick. I mean, Arsenal are liking these deep corners of theirs, and I mean, possession I was talking about fairly even 49-51 in favor of Arsenal. Saka is the captain. Not sure why he's being talked to. Maybe about Martinelli. Probably about Martinelli. Might be time for John Brooks to bring out the yellow. Bruno down and I mean caught by Marino. He points to the ball, but doubt it was. Might have been the ball, but the player as well. I mean, these kind of injuries could be. Could easily injure a player's metatarsal. In, in impromptu drink and like may as well enjoy my while Newcastle are ahead and yeah, good ball played. Lewis Hall. I mean, oh, just a little overhit the pass, and otherwise, if Bukayo Saka had gotten to that pass, it surely was 1-1. It surely was 1-1. But a little overhit that pass, and Saka couldn't get that. Martinelli wanted the ball, but I thought that was a good choice. I mean, I personally thought it was a good choice. Personally thought it was a good choice. In his last 10 minutes, I mean, touches in opposition box, almost triple for, almost triple for, almost triple for. Again, Fabian Schär trying to be a hero has lost the ball. Not sure where he was playing it. Martinelli, goal kick. Again, Martinelli needs to be careful. Oh, long ball played, but should be Raya's. He gets there. 1-0, 13th minute header from, or 13th minute, 14th minute header from Isak from a Gordon cross. And, I mean, Newcastle have looked dangerous in the turnovers on the counters, but I mean, yes, Arsenal have had most touches or most touches of the boat, more touches than Newcastle in this game in the second or in the Newcastle penalty box. But I mean, oh, ball lost in a dangerous area. There's Isak. Not sure. I mean, that was a wise choice. I mean, again, Arsenal defense. I mean, Fabian Schär might get booked. Longstaff might get booked, and some of Longstaff does get booked. And that was his third foul. Fabian Schär has been booked, probably, not Longstaff. I mean, one of the two. I hope it's not both, but free kick, and Arsenal players are down. I mean, Newcastle players or Arsenal players are, two of them are down. Saka is down, and who else is there? Number 20. Havertz is down as well. Joe Linton and Bruno making a Havertz sandwich. Yeah, free kick to Arsenal. 41st minute. Newcastle don't want to be conceding. I mean, having worked so hard. Free kick not given. Partey goes out for a Goal kick. Gabriel couldn't get there. Puffing up the crowd. I mean, it's all well and good while you're leading, but I am so nervous, so nervous. Arsenal players maybe getting slightly frustrated, and yeah, possession has tilted um, in more in Arsenal favor. It was 2%, now it's 10%. The difference between two sides. That's another free kick. I mean, if a good free kick can be taken from there, Arsenal will be in trouble. And yeah, Lewis Hall, it looks like will be the one taking the free kick. It's a clear foul. Knee on knee. Thomas Partey. I mean, he's done well so far. He's done well so far. Gordon with the free kick. Oh, terrible one. Terrible. I mean, didn't even get off the ground. I mean, less than half a meter. Yes. Fabian Scher. I mean, goes under the foot and goes under the foot. Timber at left back is an okay, I guess. I mean, pretty sure we will see Tonali in the second half. Good skill. Lewis Hall has time and space, but the touch is a bit lacking. A drilled ball he tries, but I mean, eventually the ball ends in the hands of David Raya, who's done little apart from picking the ball out of his net. He's pressing, so I mean he's supposed to be the number six. Let's see how much time is added on. Oh, good ball, chance perhaps, but defended well. I mean, there's so much space. Even I could see, and I'm not much of a technical person when it comes to analysis. 3 minutes added. I mean, Bruno was down for a minute maybe, and then goal. Not sure where 3 minutes have come from, but here we are. Oh, another ball played. Oh, Martinelli. Time. Pop. Oh, he punches. Might have collected that, but Saka up against Jolinton. throw. I mean, Newcastle, for whatever it's worth, have to go in at halftime ahead. Otherwise, it could be really, I mean, uncomfortable. Otherwise, I still fancy Arsenal, even as a Newcastle fan. Pope, I mean, takes it down, takes it down, and Marino. I mean, that ideally should you know take us to halftime. I mean, from Newcastle's point of view, although you know that is a good ball, but throw into Newcastle last minute. I mean, Newcastle should be able to keep hold of possession. Hall feeling his shoulder, left shoulder. I mean, him and Tino Livramento have done well. Free kick? No, throw. That's a free kick. Bruno winning a lot of free kicks. Saka there. And yeah, so far so good from a Newcastle point of view. That should be half time. That is where we are. That's where we are in terms of the game. 1-0. Isak from a Gordon cross, an absolutely brilliant cross. It was absolutely brilliant cross. It was, and I mean, Arsenal. I don't remember Nick Pope having to make a save. Nick Pope having to make a save from an Arsenal player, and yeah, I mean, Arsenal have looked dangerous from set pieces, but I mean, so far, Isak has scored the only only goal of the game. Mikel Arteta must be worried. His side isn't scoring that many goals, and they need 2 goals at least in the second half. And we'll wait and see if that happens. If that happens, in terms of chances, there have been I mean, limited ones, limited ones, uh, fairly limited ones. Newcastle, apart from the goal, I can't remember David Raya. Although there was an occasion when when Gordon's cross just deflected wide for a corner, uh, if for a deflection or whatever, it might have uh, it might have uh, it might have worked out differently. It might have worked out differently, and well, Arsenal, they were supposed to be they are supposed to be title chasers, but the way it's been going for them, I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best, and yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, I keep using the word hopefully because that's that's all I got. I mean, I don't know where the both teams are at. 5 more games later on. I'll be watching Manchester City versus Bournemouth and Liverpool versus Brighton and Hove Albion. And and two games that Arsenal fans will be keenly following as well. Arsenal fans will be keenly following as well in their Premier League for their Premier League campaigns point of view, and that will largely depend on the result of this game. I mean, Arsenal have created very few chances, although in the second half I expect Newcastle to retreat slightly, and and then Arsenal might get more joy in this game. And yeah, so I mean, Arsenal know that that they need to uh, that they need to that they need to that they need to up the way they have been playing. They they uh, they are. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, yes, I get nervous about a lot of things, but I get nervous about a lot of things, and yeah, but if you look in the cold light of day, I mean, Arsenal have done very little in the attacking third. Couple of occasions, they might have they might have too much. I mean, I mean, uh, I mean, yeah. Arsenal would need to do a lot better, and it plays out, and yeah. We'll just focusing on social media and how the how the and yeah, we'll uh, just like how Arsenal fans are feeling uh, ahead of this game, and yeah, so but so far so good from a Newcastle point of view, which is uh, which is good to be, I mean, it is pleasant while it lasts. I mean, the second half, it will be tougher. It will be more excruciating in terms of the level of tension that remains, how it plays out, how how things turn out, and yeah. So we'll wait and see if Arsenal make any substitutions. Um, Pretty sure one Arsenal player has been booked, and I'm pretty sure one Arsenal player has been booked, and uh, one Newcastle player, either Share or Longstaff, have been booked. I'll check. Although I doubt it's both of them. I think it's only one of them who's been booked, and it's only one who has been booked, and yeah. So uh, Let me just check if I'm pretty sure Fabian Share has been booked, and yep, just Fabian Share, not Longstaff. So I mean, Fabian Share needs to be careful, and I mean Newcastle do have do have a decent bench if needed. Unlike last season when all systems were falling, and all systems were falling, and I mean games were coming thick and fast, while games were coming thick and fast, and there were just no players to bring on. So I mean that is a positive from a Newcastle point of view. Arsenal have a decent enough bench as well, as far as I can see. Jorginho, Kiviors, Lewis Kelly, and Miles Lewis Kelly, Neto, and Vaneri, Sterling, White, Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus, and yeah. So uh, I mean I mean, if need be, then Arsenal can change it, and can change it, and yeah, we'll wait and see. About what 5 or 6 minutes to go before half time. Uh, I mean, Sterling can be brought on. I mean, but who would you take off? Martinelli has been the most has been dangerous. Saka is he's tried, but he's I mean I think in terms of first half, I think Martinelli has been more dangerous. Saka has been doubled up upon, and he's not he's not I mean, I don't remember him coming in on his left, shooting, passing, and he's been neutralized in a way. He's been taken out of the game, but he's a quality player. You can never write off players like Bukayo Saka in a game like this, or any game in particular. So yeah, uh, Jorginho in midfield, or you could bring in Ben White at right back and move Partey into midfield. Uh, are are Arsenal getting outnumbered in midfield? I'm not particularly sure about that. They have dominated possession, but that's more to do with their attacking play. And I mean, they are missing Odegaard in the in the they are missing Odegaard in midfield. His Gael, I mean, still expected to be out for. I mean, I'm not sure if he'll be back before the international break. And and yeah, but Arsenal's form has really hit the buffers. I mean, really hit the buffers. They could they could they need to, but then that's been happening for a while now. Arsenal were very close to dropping 2 points against Leicester, very close to dropping 3 points against Southampton. If Southampton had half a brain and didn't concede goals, I mean Arsenal conceded a similar goal as well, but yeah, I mean, I mean Arsenal's woes continue. I mean, last time round they drew 2-2 at home. Before that, they lost to Bournemouth, and ever since that game against, they've had three red cards as well. Three red cards as well, and let me just check if no Arsenal player has been booked. No Arsenal player has been booked, and which is good from their point of view. Their point of view, the second half, I mean, should begin begin soon. In about what 4 5 minute time. Uh, Time to see what attitude Arsenal players come out with. What attitude Arsenal players come out with. I mean, Newcastle's defense is weak. I mean, Dan Burn and Fabian Schär have done well so far. Have done well so far. But some of the passing is uh, is not good. Honestly, not good at all. Is not good at all, uh, and that needs to change. That needs to change. Uh, I mean, both sides will be coming out coming out onto the pitch in about uh, in about 2 minutes time, or might be out there already. Yeah, they are all out there already. Uh, Arsenal know that if I mean the way they have played, the title looks very far fetched. But the season is just over a quarter. Quarter of the season has gone. Just over a quarter of the season has gone, and but the way they have been playing, injuries, etc. It looks a fanciful idea that Arsenal will be in the race for the title. They may go on to win this game, but I'm just making a broader statement. They might win this game. I mean, uh, funnier things have happened. I mean, I remember a game. Newcastle were 1-0 up against Aston Villa, ended up losing 4-1. Uh, and half time, and like in 20 minutes, Arsenal had, oh sorry, Aston Villa had scored 4 goals, and there were games which I mean, the kickoff is almost upon us, and yeah, let's see how it turns out. So Arsenal have kicked us off. David Raya goes long. Dan Burn heads it clear. Dan Burn heads it clear. Ooh, Isak could almost have gotten, but a good header by Dan Burn. I mean, Newcastle's low block if they decide to go that way. Oh, Gordon! I mean, he's got pace. He's got company. He's got good save, or I mean, was a poor attempt by was a poor attempt by I mean, poor attempt. I mean, maybe that's the only thing that he could do. But Isak wanted the ball, and Willock went for the goal. I mean, but good play from Newcastle. Again, Arsenal have lost the ball. Again, Gordon. Hopefully, he can come in and do something. Again, cross. Oh, over Isak's head. Foul there by Joe Linton. Foul there by Joe Linton. But Arsenal living dangerously in the first few minutes. And I mean, Arsenal playing 4-2-3-1. Newcastle more like a 4-3-3, although it does keep on changing. It does keep on changing. Enjoying possession. Rice goes diagonal to Saka. I mean, he needs to do more. Young man captaining his side. Again, Saka has the ball, the number seven. Joe Linton, another number seven. The two number sevens up against each other. Again, Bruno taking chances, and oh, Bruno has lost the ball. But I mean, Newcastle kind of. Bruno needs to be doing better there, and I mean, oh, free kick to Newcastle, foul there on Lewis Hall. I mean, Arsenal should be avoiding this kind of stuff. I mean, free kick to Newcastle when Arsenal had a decent bout of possession. Lovely ground, Newcastle's St James's Park. As a fan, always wanted to go. Linton losing the ball, but Gordon, I mean, getting time for Newcastle defense to get organized, and has Declan Rice. Very narrow Newcastle's midfield, very narrow, and yeah, another international break coming up, which is, I mean, from one point of view is a bit frustrating, but I guess that's the part of the game as well. Livramento losing the ball. Good defending by Burn corner. Antino Livramento taking too many chances, and stupidity from, I mean, Dan Burn sliding in, and Arsenal have forced Dan Burn sliding in, although Bruno was covering, but he might have been too late. But Tino Livramento taking far too many chances. Here's Declan Rice again. Oh man, is Willock. Oh, ball lost. I mean, crowded by three or four Arsenal players. I mean, Newcastle are under pressure, but Tino Livramento not sure what he was trying to do over there. Again, Joe Linton up against his Brazilian compatriot. Oh, good ball by Isak. Plays in Gordon. Tino on the overlap. Plays it to Tino. Corner to Newcastle this time. I mean, good play there by Newcastle United. Good play there by Newcastle United. And yeah, corner. And players are up. Players are up. 7 minutes played in the second half, as you can see. Cleared by Arsenal, and they look to counter. Free kick, Bruno brought down. Bruno or Jolinton, one of the two. And Saka fouling. Might have been a hand. Oh, Longstaff was the one fouled. So I thought it was an Arsenal free kick, despite knowing Tonali might be coming on, receiving his instructions from Eddie Howe, and he's getting ready. Ooh, Arsenal get it clear. Estino goes back to Pope. Pope goes long. Thankfully, no chance is taken by the England international. Oh, nutmegged. Isak was nutmegged there by his Brazilian compatriot, maybe. Oh, almost forgotten. I mean, Newcastle are hurrying Arsenal up, but this game is opening up a bit too much. I mean, I'm assuming either Longstaff or Willock will be coming on. Eddie doesn't. Longstaff is on a yellow as well, and free kick to Newcastle. And yeah, 10 minutes played in the second half. Stevenberg and Arteta talking, maybe devising a plan. I mean, Arsenal have had very few chances in the second half thus far. Oh, ball lost. Lewis Hall has to go wide to Tino. Again, another free kick. Arsenal getting frustrated, and yellow card to Mikel Marino on his return to St James's Park. I mean, yeah, deserved yellow, I'd say. One each, two midfielders booked. Oh, Gordon. It was a heavy pass. It was a bit heavy pass. Willock can get that. He does. He does. Play him. Play him. Play him. Oh, he goes. There goes Willock in the box. Over the bar. He wants a corner. He's not going to get a corner. Up against Saliba. I mean, he burnt him for pace. And the ball was probably a bit slow. I wanted him to show, his pace against. Again, again, Willock and Joe Linton. Lewis all doing well. Bruno goes back to share. I mean, Newcastle have been good in the second half, and Arsenal conceding a lot of free kicks. Awful free kick. Not sure what was meant to be happening there. Yes. And a lot of counter attacking opportunity is Joe Linton. Good ball to Tino up against his throw in. Neri coming on. That was dangerous and risky. Oh, good ball almost there. And Raya was alert. So Zinchenko and Vaneri coming on for Arsenal. Marino going off. Let's see who Zinchenko replaces. And Martinelli. Is Zinchenko going to be playing in midfield? Looks like it. I mean, Vaneri is a midfielder. So 4-3-3 probably matching Newcastle. Slightly astray from Willock. That pass. Joe Linton. That's a yellow for Joe Linton, I think. Or Willock. Willock. And Joe Linton will be suspended. That was a dangerous sort of play. And here comes Tonali. I mean, that should provide some. That should provide some, you know, composure and calmness in midfield. Ali hasn't been brought on yet, and Longstaff taking his own sweet time there. Good ball in the midfield. Bruno Time brought down, free kick, advantage. Oh, Isaac's shot is blocked by Raya. Saved by Raya, should I say. Free kick. Arsenal getting on with it. No chance for Newcastle to do that substitution just yet. Oh, just wide corner to corner to Whew. Arsenal man. Nick Pope was not in position at all. Fairly straightforward shot. Advantage played by John Brooks. Willock goes off. Let's see what that does to the midfield. But corner now to be taken. Saka to take this one. In swinging. Pope punches. Tonali clears. But it's probably coming back. Tonali heads. That was a foul. And here goes Lewis Hall, or Gordon rather, on the left. Should be comfortable there. He's a left-sided player. Not saying left-footed, but oh, Tonali taken out by Vaneri. That's a yellow. Oh, Timber rather. That's what I meant by Tonali coming on. He's got free kick to Newcastle now. 20 minutes gone, 25 left. So 2-2 on the yellow cards. It's a good free kick taken. Oh, Raya collects. I mean, chippy sort of a. Havertz gone offside. Is now back on side. Zinchenko. Ooh, down the left with Rice. I mean, Rice now more free. Corner to Arsenal. I mean, these corners are dangerous. Tino with his mustache. Declan Rice with the in swinging corner. Two-thirds of the game gone. Two-thirds or three-fourths, sorry, sorry. Yeah. Oh, cleared away. Should be now, and Newcastle should get a throw, but that was dangerous. That was dangerous. And from Trossard, blocked on the line by Lewis Hall, and Newcastle have a throw deflected off Trossard in the end. Oh, oh no! I mean, Isak should have. I mean, it was hard, I know, but I mean, fans imploring the referee that the throw is being taken from the wrong place. Sparte. And Arsenal haven't had an attempt so far in the second half. Oh, maybe that Trossard effort counts. Oh, ball lost. Ball lost. Here's Longstaff. Can he play in Gordon? He does play in Gordon. But Zinchenko, corner to Newcastle. And, and yeah, uh, I think it's a corner. It is a corner. Still more than 20, 24 sort of minutes to go. Corner. Can Newcastle make it count? Come on. Here it comes. Cleared away. Although another cross should be coming in. Here it does. Oh, another corner. I think. No. Throw. Is Jesus and White coming on? I mean, White. It's a bit of a strange one with Ben White. I mean, not yet. Oh, ball lost. Although Tonali might be getting booked as well. He is. Arsenal, no. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to even win this game, but certainly to draw. And Liverpool's team news is there. Kelleher in goal. Jesus coming on. Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Simicas, Gravenberg, McAllister, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, and Darwin Núñez up front. Brighton, Verbruggen in goal. Weltman, Van Hacker. Oh, Kadioglu, Hinchelwood, Ayari, Mitoma, and Rutter and Welbeck up front. I mean, that was the pairing that caused Newcastle the damage. But here's Arsenal looking to cause Newcastle damage with the. That's a bit hard. That pass. Stupid from Gordon. Why not just fuck? Why not just clear it? And, I mean, Now Arsenal have possession in a dangerous area. Pope gets it. Pope gets it. Bournemouth, Travers in goal. Adam Smith, Zabarni, Senesi. Oh, well done. Oh, Bukayo Saka is down, looks hurt. I mean, Saka is down. Oh, he's gotten up, but he's not moving very freely. That might change the substitutions for Arsenal. We saw Jesus, and White. Although that substitution might have been made, I didn't see it. But Jesus is on. I mean, yeah. Kevin De Bruyne is on the bench. Reaching the play by Arsenal, but that should be a goal kick. Terrible. Saka is struggling, kind of. Let's see what happens if he gets treatment or not. Pope is down as well. I mean, let's see if it is some sort of a technical thing. Looks like a thigh thing. Right hand thigh. Oh, right hand thigh. Right, right sided thigh. Arsenal have had one shot on target. I mean, it's been pretty appalling from them, actually. I just think that this is just a momentum breaker for Arsenal. Hope, Hope miraculously seems to have made that recovery. Seems to have made that recovery. Unclears. I mean, Isak's goal in the 13th minute is the difference maker. Ooh, ball one back. Poor header there. Linton clears it. Can Isak get there? He does, but he's crowded out. He's crowded out, and yeah, midfield might have gone off. Thomas Partey, Gabriel Jesus, and Newcastle have gone totally in the defense mode now. I mean, and looks like 10 minutes they'll be uh, defending more or less 15-20 minutes, whatever is left. But not if Arsenal keep passing like that and Newcastle as well. Oh, that's dangerous. But Newcastle get it back. Isak, can Livramento keep it in? No, he can't. 78 minutes played. 78 minutes played. I mean, Arsenal have been not good. I mean, it's very narrow, and Arsenal will I think. Oh, Pope, Pope should get it. He does. That should take us through to 79th or 80th minute. I'm really nervous. Really, really nervous. And free kick to Arsenal in their defensive half, taken from a very wrong position. And Arsenal's passing not so good. And last, what, 5 minutes, 81% possession for Arsenal. Newcastle won't mind as long as, I mean, Arsenal haven't done anything meaningful in this last 5 minutes of possession that they've had. I mean, oh, free kick, Joe Linton or Bruno, it was taking too many chances. But a free kick to be taken by Declan Rice. I mean, Arsenal taking, oh sorry, Bruno taking too many chances, and again Arsenal same sort of routine from that cleared away by Newcastle. We are in the 81st minute, and yeah, I can see 15, 20 minute. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes. Oh, chance for Newcastle to break. Oh, Gordon, play it. Should be, I mean, should be playing it. I mean, and how can you not know that you're being closed down, taking his own sweet time? Isak was sort of free, cleared. Chance for shot, no, taken, goes wide. Again, hounded. I mean, like it's all defense against attack or attack against defense, if you want to call it. 82nd, 83rd minute now. 5 minutes minimum, I expect, maybe more. Vaneri goes to Rice. May go to Jesus. No. Zinchenko. Oh, Lewis Hall has been brilliant today. should should take 10-20 seconds out of the game. This thing, free kick, not a given. Yeah, Thomas Partey fouling someone, Bruno probably, and yeah, that's a free kick, well bought, I think. I mean, the more, the more Bruno lays down, the more added time will be, accumulating up, adding up. Free kick to Newcastle. That should take out about 20 more seconds. I'm like so nervous. Here goes the free kick straight to Joe Linton, but goes out and wrong, taken from wrong position. Ben White there. Arsenal no time is running out. In games where teams have won it from here, and as a Newcastle fan, I know my team can still find themselves on the wrong end of the result. And here's Saka. We've seen very little of Saka, but but oh, might have been a chance, but a throw in, well defended there by Gordon. That I was talking about Saka, but well defended there by Gordon. I hope so. It doesn't. Substitution probably. Gordon going off, and here comes Harvey Barnes. Very little we've seen of him as well. Harvey Barnes, second substitution for Newcastle. Arsenal have had free kick to Newcastle. Last 5 minutes. Time is running out for Arsenal to win this game certainly, but they could still win it. Gordon going off. It was his delightful cross that got Newcastle the the. It was the assist for the only goal of the game so far, and it was a picture book header, picture book, and the game hasn't started. Thomas Partey has gone off, and Jorginho has come on, and yeah, can Newcastle take some 87th minute for Newcastle? Oh, in the box, onside, crosses, Jolinton, straight at Raya. Damn it! there was no pace in it. It was hard for it was hard for Jolinton. But here come Arsenal again. Jorginho, straight into the arms of Nick Pope, and yeah, we've seen very little of Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka. The game has gotten underway. Oh, almost, but good that it takes time out of game. Someone had made a very smart run, but no connection from Harvey Barnes. He's pretty quick as well. Oh, ball lost from a throw-in. That is terrible. But Newcastle have it back. Bruno should probably go wide. And free kick. I mean, these free kicks must be infuriating for Arsenal. Jorginho booked, maybe taking revenge for last season. Oh, on the face. On the face, that was. Uh, the arm was bent, so elbow was a bit pointy. But yellow card should suffice for now. Whew. Last couple of minutes of normal time. Then I think the referee might may as well add 7 minutes. I think he might add 7 or so minutes. 7 or so minutes, and that's plenty of time for 2 goals. I mean, Lewis Hall clears it up. Oh, 90 seconds of the normal time. Come on, Newcastle. I'd say 9 minutes or so remaining. I mean, Arsenal have been toothless. Passing, Arsenal passing has been awful. 'Up against Lewis Hall. I mean, not paid much dividends. Oh, Lewis Hall, good covering, good tracking. Let's see how much time is added. We are into the 90th minute. 5 minutes. Oh, that's good. I was expecting around 7, but yeah, 5 minutes added. That's good. I'd say Arsenal need 2 goals. Arsenal need 2 goals, and over the bar from Vaneri. Goal kick. Goal kick. That should take us to. I mean, that should eat up some of the time. Vaneri. I mean, while wide as well, over the top. I mean, still that 13th minute goal by Alexander Isak. The difference between the two teams. Free kick to Newcastle again. Arsenal. And Lewis Hall. I mean, I won't be surprised if he's man of the match. He's been outstanding with his clearances, blocks, etc. Yeah, yeah. I mean, 92nd minute we are into. I mean, Baneri has done well so far ever since coming on. I mean, Arsenal, if they can get one, it will be really nervy. 2.5 minutes, but I mean, they are very far away from goal, and we are into the 93rd minute. Again, Saka. I mean, it will be a really wide from Havertz or Rice, and that should do it for Newcastle. I don't think they will lose from here. I mean, Saka's cross delightful. Nothing you could do, and Rice up against Tino Livramento gets on the wrong side of him, and yeah, nothing he could do. I mean, we are into the 94th minute, about 2 minutes, give or take. And Ant and Deck, or one of those two, I don't know which one is which. And not sure what has happened there. Someone has probably gotten booked. Nick Pope for time wasting. I mean, that is getting really, I mean, childish now. Lloyd Kelly coming on for the last barrage that Arsenal will throw at Bruno Guimaraes coming off. So, I mean, I mean, a decent time waster, let's say. So, but I still make it about 2 minutes to go. Mikel Arteta, that's third time in 4 seasons that he's lost at Newcastle. If he loses, and I mean, which is highly likely now. I mean, Arsenal can't be winning it from here. They can draw, and they can draw from here, but winning is almost, I mean, non-existent. 95th minute we are into, and but I still make it one minute to go. And here's Timber. It should be Pops. He likes to punch. He likes to punch, and that's cleared away by Harvey Barnes. Number 11. 95 minutes have been played, but I still make it one more minute. Uh, there goes a long ball to Saka. I mean, he's free. That should be Pops, and that should be it. That should be it for, yes. That should be 3 points, and Newcastle up the table, and yeah, and Arsenal know their game is now up. 96 minute we are into. By the time this comes in, oh, still being played. Holy crap! We are into the 96th minute and still being played. The game foul, and that should be it. Havertz might get yellow. We are into the 97th minute, so more or less we have played, and uh, we played the game, and yellow card for Havertz. 97th minute. I mean, blow the damn whistle now. I mean, Arteta knows his team hasn't been good enough tonight, and hasn't been good enough tonight. Here goes the free kick, and still no. It is final whistle. It is final whistle. Arsenal have lost. Guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in my next few videos. Until then, stay safe. Take care. Bye for now.